Hello, and welcome to Book Chat. I'm Becca. I'm the Supervisor of Advisory Services at the Skokie Public Library, and we are so excited to be with you once again to share some great books that we have read and loved, are reading and loving, or hope to read and love, I guess, too. Usually we have a couple of staff members joining us, but this week it is just Allyson and I, and we've been talking a lot about the books that we are most excited to read this summer, and so we thought we would share those with you, great summer reads, and Allyson has a really great one to kick us off. So Allyson, get us started.
Well, thank you, Becca. Wedding season looks a little different this year, and if you're like me, you're missing those celebrations of love. So perhaps staff favorite Jasmine Guillory's The Wedding Date can fill a bit of that void for you. Drew Nichols is minus a +1 for his ex's wedding. That is until he and Alexa Monroe get stuck in an elevator together and end up sharing some fancy cheese. Drew convinces Alexa to attend the wedding with him, and I don't know, maybe they have the best time of their lives, and perhaps they decide to really give it a go. The romance and the food descriptions will make your mouth water. This book was my gateway to romance and showed me that romance is fun, sexy, and smart. If you're kind of meh on the genre, give this one a try. If you love it, Guillory has a handful of interconnected books that will keep you swooning all summer long. And I love that you don't need to read her books in order. They're all connected, but you don't need to read them as they were published. Just pick them up anywhere and you'll be fine. You can find The Wedding Date by Jasmine Guillory as an ebook and e-audiobook through Overdrive Libby. You may now place a hold on this book or all her others now.
Yeah, I second that, definitely, Allyson. All of Jasmine Guillory's series are just an absolute delight, and a new one just came out, so it's the perfect time to get to know her and this series because you have a lot to dig into for the summer. If you are tired of the romance genre, then we have something for you later, but this is not it. Beach read, it is right there in the title. It is the perfect quintessential summer read. A longtime romance writer has fallen out of and no longer believes in love and moves into a beach house right next to a literary writer who has found himself stuck in a rut writing-wise. And they decide that they are going to challenge one another to write a novel in the other genre. And you know, it's lovely. It's a book for people who love books. It's a book for people who love romance. It's just a fun, engaging, delightful read. So that is Beach Read, and that is by Emily Henry. It is available through Overdrive Libby. So go ahead and put your hold on that now so that you don't miss out on the chance to read it while it's still summertime. And now we're going to shift gears a little bit, Allyson. Where are we headed?
I'm so glad you asked. But before we head to where I'm taking you, what I loved about Beach Read too is a little local poll is that it takes place in Western Michigan, so not that far from Skokie. So hooray! But now maybe you're kind of over this heat and want to escape somewhere a bit cooler. Or perhaps you're bored by the people you're isolating with, and maybe both are true for you. I don't know your life, but regardless, I'd love to tell you about South Pole Station by Ashley Shelby. You'll get to know a group of quirky characters in this humorous but also kind of dark tale about a woman who journeys to Antarctica following a family tragedy. Our Lit Lounge book group discussed this back in January, and it was a big hit. There's lots to discuss. There are the oddball misfit characters, and then it talks about climate change a lot. Like it's not like, is climate change real? But like, what is causing climate change? And it was surprisingly really discussable. It's available as an e-audiobook through Hoopla, where it is always available. So if you're sick of the heat, head to the South Pole with South Pole Station. And now over to you, Becca.
And we are going to go to Mexico. This is not a book that I've read yet, but it is on my summer list because our coworker Megan, friend of Book Chat, was telling us about this book just the other day, and I was hooked. So it is called Mexican Gothic. It is a feminist retelling of a Gothic story. So if you are a fan of Jane Eyre or Rebecca, you are in for a suspenseful treat. It is a isolated mansion, a chilling, charismatic aristocrat, and a brave socialite drawn to expose their treacherous secrets. Our Megan said that it is the perfect chill on a hot summer day, which was like the line that I was like, okay, I'm sold. And I'm not even a horror reader, but I am so excited about this book. So you can check it out through Overdrive Libby. It's a pretty recent release. It just came out at the end of June. So you might even be able to catch it before people are really hearing about it and checking it out. So please enjoy Mexican Gothic by Silvia Moreno-Garcia. And Allyson, back to you for our farewell.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. We hope that you're adding a few of these books to your hold list. If you have any questions, please do let us know. You can send us a chat, you can send us an email, and our phones are up and working again, so give us a call. Curbside service is up and running every day of the week, so feel free to place a hold on those physical items, and we will do our best to get them to you. If you have any questions, again, please reach out. You can even send an email to matchmanagers@skokielibrary.info so we can help you access the 4 titles we just discussed, or any of the thousands of titles that are available through our digital collections. Thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you next time. Take care. Happy reading.